07. I'm Starboy Citizen. Let's do a quick Universal Star Citizen hello, and let me show you how to do the Vanduul mission and get this lovely, beautiful loot. No messing about. So what you want to do is make sure that you're in the Nick system, go to your Mercenary tab in your Moby Glass, and look for missions from Intersect Defense Solutions. You want to be doing various missions and leveling up your rep. I will admit, the missions are not easy doing solo. Much better doing it with a team. Listen, feel free to join the Discord. We're building a great community and we'll be more than happy to help you get your rep up to junior contractor, which will then allow you to go into your investigation missions in your Moby Glass and then unlock the retrieve additional smuggler intel, which is paying out 1 million. Yeah, baby, yeah. Not that I'll be getting all of the money because I'm doing this mission with one of the guys from my Discord, Colin Nostromo. So big shout out to him for helping me do this run so that I could bring out this step-by-step guide for you guys.
Good. You made it. Go ahead and neutralize the Vanduul and Shredder Blade, then acquire their data packets and the decryption key.
I was actually doing this mission live, streaming on YouTube, Twitch and Kick, so we made a lot of mistakes. So what I'll do, I'll try and cut out all the bits that are unnecessary. Now when you get to your location and as you approach the space station, you're going to be met with Vanduul fighters. Now normally you'd only have about 4, 5, but this time we were met with about 12, so we got destroyed super fast. I thought I would take the Starfarer, Gemini, because I heard that the armor on it is meant to be amazing, but listen, they took us out in seconds, so we had to EVA over to the station. I'm definitely going to cut this bit out because it took us ages to get over there, so we'll see you on the other side. Now any ship that takes up to a medium hangar, you will be able to call for one inside the station, but just remember you will not be able to repair that ship inside. If you have a large ship that requires a large hangar, you're going to have to go and look for pad 3, which you'll be able to find underneath the space station. You should see it located just next to the Polaris that is docked outside. Now when you get to the elevator, either from your hangar or the pad, you need to be heading to the entrance. And as soon as you go through the door, you want to be heading to the terminal and calling for a bike. I'll explain this later why you need it. So for example, I'll go here for the Drake Dragonfly. But like I said, any bike you have, and I'll explain later why we need this. Now as we push forward, I will take this time to explain. Right now, the NPCs in Star Citizen are crazy. We're not scared of NPCs, we play Star Citizen. We just get down by them. It's crazy right now. So believe when I say, take your time, there's no reason to rush. You want to get down to the stairs at the end of this room. This is going to take you into the main atrium. Now this place is going to be swarmed with NPCs. If you're running this solo, draw the NPCs down to the stairs so you can take them out one by one. But if you're running this with a team, it should be no problem because you'll have someone covering your back. Now as soon as you step foot on the atrium floor, you're going to set off the alarm. If you look at the warehouse door, you see it closes on us, so we need to turn off the alarm. Head to the right and go up the stairs to the left. You should notice that the layout of this building is the same as Ruin Station on Terminus in the contested zones. But what we want to do is take out the NPCs on the balcony and get down to the room down at the end on the right hand side and turn off the alarm. You want to head down into the room, follow the corridor around to the left. There will be some NPCs in there, so be careful, take them out. And this is where we're going to turn off the alarm. As you walk through the room on the left hand side, you're going to find your first spot where the comp board should spawn, but this time it didn't spawn for us. Turn off the alarm and head back out the way you came. Be careful as you're heading back out because the NPCs will hunt for you. So have a look as you're going through the door. Heading back the way we came, walk around the balcony and don't forget to check the blue boxes that you find inside the building. These are going to be the boxes you need to find the artifact, pristine pieces that you need for the Wicklow armor. Now as we carry on walking down the corridor, make sure you take out the NPCs on the balcony. These NPCs have snipers and can one-shot you. Believe me, they've done it to me. Now if you've taken any damage, there's going to be a med bed at the end of this corridor, so you can go there and do any healing that needs to be done. But we're okay, so we're going to carry on with our journey. Leave the med bay area and follow the balcony to the right. You want to take out the rest of the NPCs along the balcony and also down at the bottom of the atrium. Now head towards the main security room between cargo deck B and warehouse. This is where you're going to find your first boss of 5, where we're going to download our first decrypted data. If you're running this as a team, I'll suggest flanking this room from both sides, as the NPCs can be quite overwhelming in this room. Now walk into the room where the main terminal is and look on the desk to your right hand side. This is where you're going to find another comp board, so luckily this time it spawns for us. Now turn round and download the data from the boss.
All right,
You'll know who
that's
he
another
is
encrypted data
by the
packet.
skull
Keep
helmet that
going
he
and find the
wears.
rest.
Sometimes the marker doesn't spawn. Now loot his body, take the description key, because we're going to need this for later. Take your COM board and pull it in the server. This is going to be the first of 3 servers we need to download the data onto the comp board so that you can get your goodies at the end of the mission. Yeah, baby. Now once the comp board has been programmed, we need to head back out into the atrium and we need to head towards cargo deck A. Head straight through and go to the elevator. We need to head up and clear this room of all the NPCs. So as soon as you exit the elevator, guns ready. Take out all the NPCs that you see and then head into the main warehouse on the right hand side. Just be careful of the main torrent down at the bottom platform and let's take out boss number 2. I'll quickly mention, if you're enjoying this content, consider hitting the subscribe button or maybe come and join me in one of my live streams on Twitch or Kick. Now that the boss is done, we're going to head up to the platform from the left hand side, go up the stairs where you can see his marker, and we want to go and download the second bit of data and take his description key. Now as you're walking closer to the boss's body, there's some boxes on the left hand side. You want to check here for comp board number 3, and lucky, it spawned for us. You will also find 3 Vanduul cryopods in this area, but before downloading the data, you want to make sure if you're running this with a team that they are covering the elevator at the beginning of the warehouse, as soon as you download the data, more NPCs will spawn. Now let's head back to the main atrium and go to cargo deck B. This is where we're going to take out boss number 3 to download his data. But before we do that, what you want to do is make sure you clear any NPCs on the right hand side and head into the security room right in front of you. This is where we're going to find comp board number 4. Lovely. Now the boss is down, go download the data and take his description key. Now while you're in this area, you're going to find 4 Vanduul cryopods. So take them and loot them and put them in the elevator. You will also find a military or stealth grade A component next to the elevator. Make sure you take that as well. From here, I like to go back into the atrium, back into the main security room and get 3 of the decrypted keys out of the way. So we need to go to the terminal, press the button to start, insert our key, and you will notice 1 key decrypts 3 codes. You can also program the other 2 comp boards that you found in the cargo decks. Now let's head back into the atrium, go back down the stairs that we came in from, and we need to call our bike. We need to now head into the assigned hangar through the elevator. Go jump on our bike and we need to head outside. Now that we're outside in space, we want to head under the space station back to where we saw the dock Polaris. This is where the next part of the mission is going to take place. Jump off your bike and go through the docking door on the side of the Polaris. Remember, have your guns out ready. There's going to be a lot of NPCs in this area. Take them out as quick as you can. If you need to, there is a med bed if you've taken any damage. On this run, the boss came to us. We were lucky here. But like I said before, don't let your guard down. These NPCs can one-shot you, as you see here. He nearly took my whole health with 1 shot. Download the data and take the decryption card for code number 4. Now if you move forward and go down the stairs to your right hand side and go down the end of the corridor, you will find some class B stealth or military grade components. So feel free to take what you need. Now turn around and go back to the hangar that is in the middle of the Polaris. I've cut out the mini war that I had in this area because I didn't want the video to drag on for too long. But as soon as you walk into the hangar, you're going to find comp board number 5 and we can program our boards at server number 2. Now let's leave the Polaris and we want to jump back on our bike and head towards the auxiliary station, which is located opposite the space station inside a massive asteroid. Now the reason we're using our hover bike to get to the auxiliary station is because while we're on the bike, the Vanduul enemies that are flying around, they won't target us. If we were flying in the ship, they'll be shooting us down right about now. Head to the main door of the asteroid base and get nice and close. This will set off the next part of the mission where you have to find a key to actually enter the asteroid base. 3 markers with 3 different locations are going to appear. A, B and C. You need to check these locations to see if you can find a body that will have the key to enter the building. Let's go for C. When you arrive at the location, jump off your bike and you want to search the bodies that are floating in space. So here, luckily, we find the body right away Take the key, get back on your bike, and go back to the auxiliary station and open the door. Head inside, cycle the door, and remember, guns ready. There's going to be NPCs inside. As you walk forward, you're going to see in the main room in front of you, the boss where we need to get our data from. Take out the NPCs on the left hand side, go through to the locker room, and at the end you're going to find a fuse because you're going to need this for one of the doors inside. This is also where you're going to find your Vanduul metal and your Vanduul plating, so don't forget to check the bodies. Now head through to the main room inside. We're looking for a laptop with a code on, so we can download the data from the main boss that we saw in the first room we passed. If you look at your first room on the left, there's a room. You need the fuse that we found earlier to get inside, as the laptop can spawn in this area. Now check the bar that's next to the room. The laptop can also spawn here. If it didn't spawn, we need to go past the fire. You will take a little bit of damage, but don't worry, just heal yourself after you go through. There's going to be another dining area inside. Luckily we found the laptop with the code that we need to get into the main room. Now if the laptop didn't spawn in this area, there is one more place that we can go and look. What you need to do is come out of this room to the area opposite. There's one more spot where the laptop can spawn here. Now once you've checked all the areas and you found your code, you need to head back to the main room where we found the boss hanging on the wall. Enter your code, head inside the room. As you go into the main area, look down to your left hand side and you're going to find comp board number 6. And you can now use server number 3 to program all your cards. Once you've used the server to program all your cards, you need to turn around, go to the body, download the data, take the key, head back outside, and let's head back to the Polaris. We want to program the key that we just found in the auxiliary station. Now that we have the comp board programmed, let's head back to pad 3, go back to the main atrium and head back into the security room. We want to decrypt the last 2 codes, so hit the terminal, enter your key cards, and let's finish the mission. Well done, you completed the mission. You're 1 million AUEC richer. Well, that is if you completed the mission solo, that is. Now once your mission's completed, go program the 2 comp boards that you found in the Polaris and in the auxiliary station. Now we have a full set of completed cards. Now all there is to do is go loot, baby. Yeah boy. Head to the warehouse area, insert your comp board into the machine, take the elevator up to the warehouse, and here you're going to find loads, I mean loads of beautiful loot. Components, military, stealth, armor, anything you want, it's going to be in this room. So enjoy. All the loot is shared between the locations, so you can always come back and collect it anytime. Listen, guys, I just want to say thank you for watching the video. If you've made it this far, feel free to hit the subscribe button, or maybe come and join me and the gang on Twitch or Kick. We stream most evenings. Join the Discord. We love meeting new players. Listen, this is Starboy 07. Have a blessed week.